Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special holiday speed build for you guys. If you guys didn't see, I did make a Mrs. and Mr. Claus house. So I figured why, or not house, that's what I'm making right now, but I made Mrs. and Mr. Claus, so I was like, oh, why not? And if you can't see, I do have that snow mod installed. I don't know how long I'll actually keep it though, because it looks pretty, but it's making my game like really laggy. So I'm gonna try to record something and see how bad it is. If it's too bad, I will take it out, because I know since City Living came out, my game has been really laggy already, and it crashes every time I go to like a festival. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do. But if you see, I did make like a hallway there. That's the bathroom. I tried to make it like a small house, and I try to make it a different shape than I normally would, because just trying out new stuff. And let's see, I think I did an okay job with it. I really need a lot more help with decorating. It's something that's something I really do need help and work with, but I think I did a better job than I usually do on it. And see, like, I try to make it as Christmassy themed as I can, because it's Mr. and Mrs. Claus. What do you expect? They need it. I'm gonna put on some music. I just took some aspirin. I know I just said it in the last one that I do not like taking aspirin because it's not good for you. But what was I saying? Oh man, I'm slow sometimes. I don't know. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. That's not what I was gonna say. Alright. Anyways, this will probably be up. Today's the 21st. That is not right. Is it? It's not the 21st already, is it? That's crazy. It is. So that's probably up today. I'm gonna try to record Charmed. Try to record Queenie's Let's Play, at least one of the Bachelorette challenges. I don't know. I think that one might just be discontinued because I'm not for sure if my save is right. I think it became corrupted. Something happened to it, and I've been trying to fix it, but I don't know if I can fix it, and it's sucky. But it might not be able to come back. But I have that. I'll do City Living, and I will do Charms and Queenie. I think this will be I'll try to do those 3 today. I'm gonna pre-record because, you know, Christmas is coming up soon, and well, it's Christmas. I'm not gonna do nothing big for Christmas, I don't think. But it's just good to spend the day with, you know, your family, and that's what I plan on doing, just spending it with my daughter and my boyfriend for a little bit before they go to his family's house. I will not be going because of something that happened right before Thanksgiving. I call it the green bean incident, and I might as well tell y'all now because I feel like, why not? I have however long this video is to tell you, but okay. So me, my boyfriend, and my daughter decide. My boyfriend's like, "Do you want to go to my dad's house? I'm gonna go cook them meatloaf and stuff for dinner." You know, he does that sometimes. He'll just randomly go and make them food, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can go over there. I won't have to cook, so that's fine with me. that makes me have an easy night tonight. So we go over there, and I'm sitting there, and it's hours and hours. The food's still got about like 30 minutes to be done, because it's meatloaf. Meatloaf takes a while, and since he has a big family, they had to make a really big like 2 big meatloafs. And it took a couple of hours, which was fine. But that wallpaper though. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But he goes, well, will you help me out? Will you make the green beans the way you make them at home? I said, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind. So I clean out the green beans from the can, because you know they got it out of the can. So I just clean them real good, so that way they don't have that can taste, because that's gross. And if you can't see, I'll cut into my story real quick. I made the Santa's little workshop. He's got his own little workstation in the house, and I made it like a kid's room. It's really cute. Anyways, so I was like, fine. So I wash out this can of green beans. I wash it out. I'm like, okay, this is fine. And then I put it in the pan with some clean water, and I start putting the salt, and then I put pepper in it, and his mom's in the kitchen, and she goes, what did you just put in that can? What did you just put in that pot? I said, it's green beans, it's not that big of a deal. And she said, oh yeah, it is. I guess I'll just effing starve then. I said, excuse you? And I got really upset, and I looked at my boyfriend, I said, you need to take me home right now, because if I stay here, I'm going to say something I'm going to regret. I'm not going to stay here while your mom's being a B-word to me. It's not happening. I need to go home. And he said, that's fine. I'll take you home. So I grabbed my daughter, and we were walking up the steps, and she's cussing at me the entire time she's walking up the steps. And I get super, super, duper, duper mad. And I'm letting her have it. And I'm like, you know what? Just because you bully on all of your other son's girlfriends don't mean you can bully me, because that's not happening. It's not going to happen no more. So she decides to start calling me out and saying all types of stuff, and she's like, she said something. I said, oh, well, you know what? You're just a C word. And she was like, at least I have one. And I didn't say nothing. I just walked out the door, because I was trying to control myself. I was trying to contain myself. I didn't want to be rude and nasty, because I know how I can get. And I already was being rude and nasty towards her, and I was trying my best not to be, because it's disrespectful to my boyfriend. It's disrespectful to their house. But I walk outside to the car, and she opens the door, and she said, I got more respect for my son than you ever will. So I started crying, because when I get real mad, I start crying. So I just yelled real loud, I have more respect for your son, because I've been holding my tongue for 3 long years and haven't said nothing to you. You need to take your old ass back in the house now. And her son's holding her back, like she's gonna come outside of the house on me. And I'm like, no. And and my boyfriend's like, you need to get in the car, babe. Get in the car, babe. Babe, get in the car. I was like, fine, whatever. So I get in the car, and we leave. And that's the end of the story. But I have not set foot back in that house since that's happened. And it was before Thanksgiving. And it was like a week before Thanksgiving, and I haven't set foot in the house. And it's just, that's how it's going to be now. And a lot of people are like, my mom especially, she's like, oh, you need to apologize to her. It was her house. Maybe she just don't like green beans. Or she don't like pepper in her green beans. And I tried to explain to my mom. I was like, it's not that big of a deal. I could have washed it off, or somebody could have washed it off, instead of her trying to rage on me like she was my mom. And there's a big thing about me. And even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, and this is fine, I could tell my 2 subscribers that's not my family. But if somebody tells me what to do, I get offended really easily because I'm 22. I live on my own with my daughter and stuff, and if I wanted a boss, I would get a boss, but I don't have a boss. So my mama don't try to tell me what to do because she knows I don't need nobody to tell me what to do. I take care of myself. And that's how it's been since I had my daughter. No, do not try to tell me what I can and cannot do. Don't try to be rude to me when I've done nothing but be cordial to you. And that's my big problem. People think that because for 3 years I let this woman walk over me. For 3 long years I did it. And I tried really, really, really hard to hold back as much as I could because she says rude stuff to me all the time, and I just try to ignore her the best I can. But now this is 3 years later and she's still being rude to me, still saying rude stuff to me, and I couldn't hold my tongue no more. So I said something back to her, and that's the thing. Every time I get upset, I try not to say rude stuff to people. I try not to be rude and nasty. And I let it hold on to me. Like, I've let some of my family members talk bad to me and talk down to me or talk bad about me. And it's a lot of people do it. And I try to ignore it the best I can. But sometimes after so long of dealing with it, you can't deal with it anymore. So I try to hold on for as much as I can, but you can only allow someone to walk on you so much before you say something. And that's something I want to tell you guys. Like, if somebody is constantly picking on you or constantly being mean to you, and they're your family, or they're somebody, like, they're your boyfriend's family or your girlfriend's family, and they just keep treating you wrong, that's not okay. That is not okay. You are a person. You are allowed to feel, and you are allowed to express yourself. Do not ever allow somebody to talk down to you. Like, I do it a lot. I let people talk down to me quite a bit, and I shouldn't. I really shouldn't, because I'm a good person. But if you are like me and you let people walk over you and talk bad about you and make you feel and doubt yourself as a person, I want you to know that you deserve better than that. Period. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter who says it or what says it. You are an important person, and you should not let anybody talk down to you, ever. Because I know how it feels when your family looks at you and they make fun of you, or your boyfriend's family looks at you and says something rude to you, and you don't want to be rude and nasty back, because that's not who you are. But sometimes, I'm sorry, sometimes you gotta be savage and you gotta let them know. Like, you gotta be savage as fuck. Period. You have to let them know, period, point blank, that they cannot just tell you what kind of person you are. You are the person who decides who you are. Period. So, I done rant for like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I get really upset when I talk about the story, even though it just happened recently. I try my best to not bring it up because it just agitates my soul. And excuse me, I'm about to take a drink of my pop. I'm not drinking Dr. Pepper like I usually do. I'm drinking Pepsi today, and highly upset about it. I need a pop. I have this gift card thingamajigger to go. What is this? I guess Amy got burned at work today, but I got these thingies from work, or not work. My boyfriend got these thingies from work. His person gave it to him or whatever. And if you can get a free grande handcrafted espresso beverage. I don't know. It says excludes chilled bottled beverages. I really want one, but nobody will go get me one. Ever. I have three of them. I have 3 cards to get me 3 of them, and I really want one, but nobody will get them for me. And I feel some type of way because nobody will give me any. So, but I have a really bad migraine. I'm trying to get it to stop, but I'm talking a mile a minute. Back to the speed build. And if you actually listen to these, like, you're awesome. But if you don't want to listen to me talk, you know, you can mute this and just play it in the background. Because I know sometimes I will be talking. Hello. But sometimes I talk a mile a minute, and that's just how I've always been. I just talk a mile a minute. But I try at the end of this video. I do have pictures. I try to do something new and put pictures. Oh, I put a wreath on the door on the inside. I didn't put it on the outside because no, I don't like that. But I also put like toys, or not toys, presents underneath the Christmas tree because Santa and Mrs. Claus get presents too, but there's presents everywhere. And I figured it was just because Santa has leftover presents from, or he has all these presents that he has to get done, so he takes his work home with him. But besides that, I have a lot of stories that I could probably tell you, and some of them are really crazy, some of them are just fun, but the ones I get angry in are always a blast to hear. Oh yeah, I put a snowman behind the tables for decorative purposes. They look really cute at the end. If you want, when you get to the end of the video, you'll see they're really cute. I think after this I do the little workshop, and I do the bedroom. I would like to say that Mrs. Claus did the bedroom, and because she didn't want Mr. Claus to have anything to do with it, or it all been Christmas themed again, and she was like, our whole house looks like somebody threw up Santa everywhere. I have to look at you. I don't want to see it every freaking where. But my eyes are like, I feel like there's eyelashes. Yeah, there's like 3 eyelashes. Like, if you ever feel like you're gonna get something, if you hold on, if you ever feel like you're gonna get something in your eyeball, you probably will. And what you need to do is, like, at least once a day. I don't think this is hygienic at all, or even remotely okay to do. I think it could probably fuck with you really hard. But so, I do this every so often. I will go and I will just touch my eyelashes, and most of the time a bunch of eyelashes will just fall out. Those are just eyelashes that we're trying to convince your doom. Anyways. Man, I have a really horrible migraine. I'm trying to make it through this video. I took aspirin, but I don't think it's helping any. It's not too long of a video now, but I love that I did all this random stuff and I have Christmas music playing in the background. It's beautiful, ain't it? I love it. This has made my day. But I decided to make the room white, red, and yellow because I'm a moron. And that's the best I can explanation I can give you. I tried to scoot that back, but I couldn't. It didn't look right. I don't know. So I just turned it to its side. I'm running out of things to say. Hola momento. Hold on a second. Okie dokie. So I cut the video down even shorter. I know this one's really short. And usually the ones I do are like 30 minutes long. But I have a migraine from hell. And I have... Oh man. I'm sorry. I think the rest of the video is just me trying to make this roof look halfway decent. Which, I hate roofs. I really wish that they would just give us auto roofs. I would be fine with it. Other people love the fact that they have making your own roofs and stuff. I cannot stand it. I don't like roofs. I don't like making roofs. They're hard. Especially when you have literally houses that got shapes like this. I'm sure if you had auto roofs, they would just fill in the blanks. But it's hard and annoying, and I don't like it. And then you're trying to make them like a hoof ridge like I did, and they're all out of whack, and you can't get them to get straight, and then you're aggravated because you can't fix it and make it look right, and it's just not fair. My hair smells delicious right now. Or maybe that's my lotion. I rubbed my neck with some lotion. I rubbed my neck with some lotion. But oh man, my head. I know it sounds horrible. I took some aspirin. I don't know what's wrong with my head. But hopefully it'll feel a little better soon. I think the video's almost come to an end. Yeah, it should be almost to an end. And then it's going to pop up pictures of the front of the house, the inside of the hallway, the living room, both sides, the bathroom, the kitchen, and the workshop, and the bedroom, and another picture of the outside of the house. It should pop up here soon. I don't even think this one part's whatever, you know what I mean. But I want to say I really appreciate you guys. If you like the video, comment down below your favorite drink from Starbucks, and subscribe if you already aren't. I really appreciate it. And I want to say now, just in case I forget in any of my other videos, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, or any holidays that you celebrate. I want you to have a really good time when it's time for your holidays. I really appreciate all the time that you guys given me lately. I want to say thank you. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys really soon. Bye. See you later.